Everybody, check it out. It's about time to talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and that is fleets or clans, which a lot of people have been waiting for many years, it seems like, as far as I can tell anyway. So let's get into it and talk about it a little bit. Well, the first inkling that anybody got about the impending arrival of clans was this image that showed up mysteriously, I don't know, probably about a week ago, and down here in the lower left is something called fleets, which is probably a better name rather than clans. And yeah, I think everybody probably knows that clans was a big thing in Call of Duty and Medal of Honor, those kind of games. Everyone had their clans, and so here everyone's looking for clans for World of Warships Legends. I think there's probably clans in World of Warships for the PC. I don't really know for sure. I think I've heard that there are, and that is just great. So people are looking for clans here in World of Warships Legends. I don't think anybody really knows at this point exactly what's going to be going on, even the community contributors. If we knew, we couldn't tell anybody anyway, but we don't know. So there you go on that. But the bigger splash was the screen that arrived a few days later, and this one has more meat and potatoes to it. So let's start in the upper left and go over this entire screen and see what we have. So first is the name of your fleet, which in this case is Oak, and there's a symbol right there. You've got another tab for personnel, which I assume would be everybody that is in the clan. Requests, I assume it's clan members or fleet members that have requests. Upgrades, it could be ship upgrades, maybe epic mods. Who knows about that? So then down below is your icon or your avatar for your fleet, and then you have fleet preferences, which here your privacy can be set to open, where presumably anybody can join the fleet. And then you have win rate, which I think you can limit the win rate of anybody that wants to join your fleet. So if you set your win rate at 70%, if you're not at 70%, you can't even join the fleet. And then you have the minimum tier that I think the fleet members have to own in order to be a member of the fleet. You can see here that members are maxed out at 20, it looks like here. You've got the commander name, and then right below that is the number of members in the fleet. And then, yeah, that was kind of controversial. Moving on, though, over to the right is fleet crates. So presumably you can purchase crates or obtain crates in some way for the entire fleet. So how do you do that? What's the currency to do that? Does the commander have to dish out doubloons in order to buy crates for everybody in the fleet? And how does he get reimbursed in that whole thing? Or is it some currency that we don't know about yet? And under work in progress over here toward the right is 38,735, and it looks like barrels of oil that kind of, to me, looks like the currency that you would use to buy the crates or anything else here. But the big deal, I think what a lot of people are getting a lot of traction on, is down at the very bottom of the screen right here. You have Naval Academy, Naval College, Dry Dock, Officer House, Warship Design Department, Port of Steel, and Shipyard. And presumably, if you're a member of a fleet, you're going to be able to get certain benefits, like here in Dry Dock. There's 4 segments there, and the first segment is filled in, and that's 3% that you're going to save on your post-battle maintenance costs, is what it looks like. So when these segments are filled out, looks like the fleet will obtain 12% bonus decrease in maintenance costs. And here, Warship Design Department, looks like a Global XP is maxed out here by 40% extra. Presumably, is it every standard battle that you play? Is it every battle in general, whether it's AI, standard, ranked, arena, whatever. And, you know, if only one segment's filled out, presumably you'd get 10% there. So in any event, you have these little glimmers of what is to be, but we really don't have the information of how much time does the commander have to spend on the fleet. Is this going to be like EVE Online, where one fleet is going to go against another fleet and everyone has to schedule 7 o'clock Saturday evening in order to be able to coordinate all that and battle another fleet? Yeah, I don't. I think, as I heard in one video, I don't really want to sign up for mandatory fun. So I'm not really sure what the requirements and the dedication is going to be as far as actually running a fleet or being part of a fleet. I'm not opposed to being in a fleet. I don't mind being the commander of the fleet or running the fleet to, you know, if that would help people out. I'm not really sure about that. But once we get more information, I think I would be more inclined to start a fleet, join a fleet, whatever. We're probably going to find out a lot more during the next update, and then I think everybody will make a bigger push as far as starting clans and fleets and being members of fleets. And I don't know, it may be that in order to really get anywhere in the game, you may need to be part of a fleet. And I don't think that that would necessarily be all that great, especially for the guy that just wants to come home and quote unquote relax and just have a couple peaceful games, if that's possible, to just like power down after a rough day at work and just relax and chill out on the water with your naval ship. So in any event, that's my take on the fleets coming soon, probably in the next update or so. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.